Tov, everybody. Thank you for joining us for Havdalah. I hope you all had a peaceful, healthy, warm, loving Shabbat. And it is really amazing to see you all together on our screen. Thank you, Adina, for leading us this week. Adina is going to lead us in Havdalah, and then Rivka is going to tell us the story. And then we're all going to enjoy some post-Shabbat dancing and music together. Thank you all for being here. It is really the best way to start the Dubler Furman Families Week. Adina, thank you.
Hey, Shavua Tov, everybody. It's really nice to see you. I hope you had a lovely Shabbat. We are going to try an experiment. When we get to the line of Layehudim Hayta Ora, we're actually going to unmute you so that you can all sing or say it. It's going to sound chaotic, but we'll actually hear what we are all experiencing together. So we'll unmute you for a moment so that you can do that out loud. Please join us and do that.
But no one's looking at you. I can turn off the video if you want. Stop the video.
Naina המבדיל בין קודש לחול. ניי נה 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 ניי 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 נה 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 ניי 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 נה 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 ניי 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 נה 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 ניי ניי נה 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 ניי 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 נה 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 ניי 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 נה 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 ניי 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 נה 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 ניי. Shavua Tov, everybody. I hope you have a lovely and fulfilling and meaningful week. I'm going to pass this over to Rivka now for a special post-Shabbat story. I should drink that.
Shavua Tov, kulam, Shavua Tov, everyone. Adina, toda rabba. It was really, really lovely. So today's story is about King Solomon, Hamelech Shlomo. Hamelech Shlomo, King Solomon, was known as the wisest man of all. And the question is, how come? Why was he crowned with this title of being the wisest man? So if we look in the book of Melachim Aleph, Kings 1, in chapter 3, it says that God appeared to Shlomo in his dream and asked him, ask, what shall I give you? So King Solomon said, give your servant an understanding heart to judge your people, that I may discern between good and evil. God was very pleased with the answer, and he said, King Shlomo, because you asked this thing, and you did not ask for yourself long life, neither did you ask for riches for yourself, nor did you ask for the life of your enemies, but you asked for yourself understanding to discern justice. So behold, I have done according to your words. I have given you a wise and understanding heart, so that there has been none like you before you, neither after you shall anyone rise like you. So here we have it. Shlomo, the wisest man of all. And today the story is Shlomo Hamelech v'Hadvorah, King Solomon and the bee. Ani Hamelech Shlomo, I'm King Solomon. Well, I have a beautiful palace and I have a beautiful garden. And you know what? I can speak the language of the animals. Yeah, well, almost like Dr. Dolittle, the Jewish one. So one day, as I'm walking in the garden, I get a letter, a little note. I open it and it says, Dear King Solomon, I heard of your wisdom and I heard you're the wisest man of all. So me, Queen Sheba, I want to come and test how wise you are. The king was ecstatic. Queen Sheba, the mighty Queen Sheba, the wise Queen Sheba is coming to visit me. Immediately he started to give orders to fix the garden, to clean, to shine, to prepare amazing food, everything, all the orders. He gave so many orders that he became tired. So he lay down in his garden and he fell asleep. As he is sleeping, a little bee was buzzing around looking for flowers, and she sniffed and she could smell this amazing fragrance. So she got nearer and near and near, and she landed on the king's nose and boom, she stung him. The king woke up in horror and his nose was like this. And oh my gosh, look, who did this to me? I demand to know who did this to me. He summoned all his servants and said, I am summoning all the bees and all the insects, everybody has to come here. I need to find out who did this horrendous thing to me. Okay, the word went around quickly that the king is summoning all the insects to come to the garden. They all came, and they're shivering, and the king is there with his huge nose, and he's saying, I demand to know who this to the royal nose. Who did this? And everybody's buzzing, nobody knows. Nobody's hearing me, I need to know. And suddenly from the very back row, the little bee, bzz, 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 she comes and she lands on his hand. She says, Your Majesty, Adoni HaMelech Shlomo, it's me. I did it. You! She said, yeah, but it was an accident. I really didn't mean it. You know, I was flying around looking for flowers and I was smelling this amazing aroma and fragrance, and I came close and I sat on it and it was your nose. Oh, you silly bee, you thought my nose is a flower? Ha! You heard that? My nose is a flower. This is amazing. You're making me laugh. I'm so happy that I am forgiving you. Your Majesty, I want to say one more thing. You know, thank you for pardoning me, but you never know. One day I might return you a favor. Ha! You tiny little creature will return me, mighty King Solomon, a favor. This is even funnier than the first one. Go away, go away. And she went away. A week went by, and the trumpets were all sound where Queen Sheba arrived at the palace. She came with her entourage, and she's walking, and the king came to greet her, and she said, oh, King Solomon, beautiful garden, beautiful roses. Oh, and the palace is beautiful, but I am here to test your wisdom. So tomorrow morning, you're going to be put up to a test. And let me tell you something. This is going to be a very difficult one, and no one has solved it before. Okay? The king went back, and he is thinking, what is she going to tell me? What is she going to ask of me? The next day came. The queen entered the palace with a servant, and the servant has this beautiful bouquet of roses. And Queen Sheba said, well, Your Majesty, there are 12 roses here, but only one is real. All others are fake. You need to find out which flower is the real one. Ha! Well, that's no problem, the king said. I love flowers. I'm in my garden all the time. I'm practically a good gardener myself, so I will solve it. And he goes and he smells. They all smell the same. So he's touching and feeling. And he says, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? They all feel the same. They all look the same. They all smell the same. They all feel the same. What am I going to do? And the queen is saying, King Solomon, you're taking too long. King Solomon, come on. Let's see what you can do. King Solomon, what am I going to do? How am I going to solve it? Suddenly, he hears this. Bzz, 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 bzz. Oh, Queen Sheba, a few more seconds and I will solve it. Bzz, bzz, bzz. And the little bee buzzes and goes around and round and round and round and round. And boom, she lands on a flower. The king, with confidence, goes to the flower. He takes it off. And he says, my dear Queen Sheba, this is your real flower. The queen was beside herself. How could you do this? No one else was able ever to solve this riddle. King Solomon, I'm taking off my crown in front of you. Yes, you are the wisest man of all. And with this, the king said, you know, you never know who will come to your help and what can anyone contribute. Even little creature has something to contribute. We all have something to contribute. And with that, אני אומרת, שבוע טוב לכולם.
שבוע טוב.
שבוע טוב. דוני, מוזיקה.
שמעתי שעושים פה מסיבה בלעדיי, אף אחד לא עושה את זה יותר טוב ממני. היי, נשים את הצרות מאחוריי, אני לא הולך עד שכולכם מג'נונים.
היי, שמעתי שהתחלתם בלעדיי, אף אחד לא עושה את זה יותר טוב ממני. היי, הראש כבר מסתובב כולם בהיי, לא נעצור עד שכולכם מג'נונים. להיט, תרימו לי להיט, תרימו לב עולה, אוקיי, הקצב כאן עולה.
מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה,
ונרקוד בטירוף, כי הגיע הזמן לעוף.
מעכשיו רק שמחה, משקיעה והצליחה.
השתגענו מודים, אם שותים כן רוקדים. אוי 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 אלוהים, אלוהים, רק תשמור על הרוקדים, תחבק אוהבים, שתמיד נהיה שמחים.
אלוהים, אלוהים, רק תשמור על הרוקדים, תחבק אוהבים, שתמיד נהיה שמחים.
חייל, תרים לי את הקהל, הם לא רוקדים בכלל, תרימו את היד.
מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה,
ונרקוד בטירוף, כי הגיע הזמן לעוף.
מעכשיו רק שמחה, משקיעה והצליחה.
השתגענו מודים, אם שותים כן רוקדים. דורש קצב מזרחי, דורש קצב מזרחי, דורש קצב מזרחי.
All the party people, let me see you move.
All the party people, let me see you move. מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה,
ונרקוד בטירוף, כי הגיע הזמן לעוף.
מעכשיו רק שמחה, משקיעה והצליחה.
השתגענו מודים, אם שותים כן רוקדים.
Whoa. All right.
Shavua Tov, everybody. We hope it's a week of simcha, of happiness, of health, and of being together. Shavua Tov. Thank you for joining us.
שבוע טוב.